Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And makes it across the 20 as his guys roll. Set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Purdy going to the air right away. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay and then breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense holds on the night's opening drive. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Great, set.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0.
49ers nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, able to avoid him. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Get set. Get set. 18. Watch out. Yellow. Forward. Back.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 18 yards. 1st down Niners. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now Purdy. Now he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around.
Touchdown 49ers. Sky Moore taking it in. And the 49ers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field, the extra traffic, things are condensed near the...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
And put him in control.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
After one, our score 9-6. From the 38 now, here's second down at 7.
Great, set.
Up the middle with Barkley. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Here's Hurts to throw. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Trimmer. Crowd left Yeti.
Barkley inside handoff. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. But he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
73.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
This is caught inside the 15. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Great, set.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come and have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
And this one is incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
Purdy looking to throw. He's got the connection to Moore.
Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
13 yards there and a Niner first.
And the 49er first down. A gain of 13 yards. And the 49er first down.
Purdy now to throw.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First down, 49ers.
Purdy from the gun.
He's got McCaffrey open, complete. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with McCaffrey.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Now, and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Brock Purdy
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Niners are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here.
The 49ers will line up for the
They'll throw now on the final play. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
The 2-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score Eagles 16, 49ers 12. Set to kick off.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now.
Great, set.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Great.
Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
At the 35-yard line.
Don't touch that. Yeah. I know you want it. 63. Don't touch.
Throwing is Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Hurts.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
The Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
It's fourth down.
They're going to try and throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
That is incomplete.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
It's a pickup of 3.
Purdy.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Eagles' 34.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Brings up 4th down. And
Purdy on 4th down. That is caught. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the 49er first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Back to throw, Purdy.
This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And that one gives him a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Niners 19, Eagles 16. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And that will force a turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Get set, get set.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, 49ers.
San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the night. And the 49ers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
21.
McCaffrey will try to run it in. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the two-point conversion to extend this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
We'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A handoff to Barkley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Now Hurts changing up the play.
2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
2nd down and goal. Hurts. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Michael Williams just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Hey, Silver. Crowd left Yanni. No touch.
Back to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
73. Alpha. Go Silver, ready? No touch.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
No touch.
They go play action with Hurts. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Hurts. Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself.
And he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. The big fella. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Following the fumble recovery, Purdy. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And they'll get only a couple down to the 44. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
Here's Purdy. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
4th down try. Here's Purdy.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Now second down and a few inches.
Devontae Smith. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches. At the
Here's Hurts to throw.
Open man has got it, the tight end. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Here we go, first and goal.
Eagles first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll look to throw again.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. It'll go as a sack and a loss of a yard, and it leads to a second and goal.
At the 49ers 4-yard line.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to go hard and finish in the end zone.
Eagles 23. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
4 receivers on the field. It's 3rd and 4.
McCaffrey running up the middle. Fighting through it. He's got space.
And he will have a Niners first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up.
A gain of 5. 21. First down, San Francisco.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. He's still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So the victory here for San Francisco, and of course this win.